everybody, welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And in today's review, we're going to take a look at the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Cybertron universe Vectorprime. Yes, another Cybertron figure to add to the collection. But before we take a look at the figure itself, we're going to show off the packaging here first. And you can see Vectorprime in his jet mode right here, front and center. His name is Vectorprime, and yes, he is indeed an Autobot. That's right. You got Vectorprime on the side of the packaging. Legacy United Transformers. You got the 40th anniversary thing, the artwork here looks really beautiful, and you got the obligatory product shots at the back of the box as always. Got the robot mode, you got the alt mode, you got the thing. We got 22 steps of transformation, 40 years, 1984 to 2024, and of course Legacy United on the top, and that is it for the packaging. So now let's move along to the review itself. So here we have Vectorprime fully transformed into his Cybertronian spaceship mode, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. I think they did a pretty good job in terms of the alt mode here. Now this figure is indeed a recolor and a retool of the Legacy Jax's mold, and I think the mold overall works for the character, in my personal opinion. I mean, I think so. So yeah, so yes, this is the Vectorprime from the Cybertron show, and I've always wanted a proper figure of Vectorprime, and I'm so glad I got him. I'm so glad I got him finally. And yes, so we got some nice gold paint right up front here, and some nice metallic blue paint as well right here. That looks really good. I love the paint job that they did to this mold right here. You got some nice metallic blue paint for the windshield and windows and everything. And you can see all the gears molded into place. I think that looks really good. Got the arms plainly visible on the bottom, but I mean that's how the original design worked, you know. You got some well, instead of the arms, you had the leg kibble right on the bottom, so it works out. It works out. And of course, you can see where they share parts with Jax's. You know, he shares parts with Jax's. But a lot of it has been retooled, you know. He has some new wings right here, and I think the wings look very good. I wish they would have been painted, but oh well, it is what it is. But yeah, all in all, I mean, I think the front section looks the best. The back section is the back section is pretty much, you know, the Jax's mold here, as you can tell. But all in all, I mean, it's not a bad looking jet mode. I mean, I think it works. I think it works, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I think they did a pretty good job here in terms of the jet mode. I mean, they definitely retooled quite a bit to make it different from Jax's. So that's what I like about the retooling. So yeah, but he does include accessories for himself, and he includes his sword right here that he uses to open portals for the Autobots, and yeah, very cool. I love the metal flake finish on the sword. I think that looks beautiful. You got some nice, got the handle done in the that darkish reddish color right here. It's not paint; it's the color plastic. So yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks pretty cool. Would have been nice if it was more accurate in terms of the colors, but oh well, it is what it is. So there you have his sword right here. But of course, with every Cybertron figure, you gotta have this one iconic accessory, right? You gotta have the Cyber Planet Key. Yes, he has the Cyber Planet Key, and it is his gear-styled Cyber Planet Key that he had in the show. Not color accurate, but still pretty cool that he has his Cyber Planet Key. Very nicely done. I like that. I like the fact that he has his Cyber Planet Key. Very cool. So yeah, I mean, Hotshot has his Cyber Planet Key, so no, of course Vectorprime needs to have his Cyber Planet Key. It's a shame that Override didn't come with the Cyber Planet Key, but oh well, it is what it is. So now you can store this in the jet mode. There are 2 slots right in here, and there are 2 tabs on the Cyber Planet Key. Whoa, I dropped it. So you just tab it on there for storage, like so. And where you can store the sword here is that you have ports right beneath the wings, so you can just plug it in right here, like so. And there you have your storage. I mean, that looks totally ridiculous, but hey, it's the place to store it if you really want to store the, the sword there. But there we go. We'll just remove the sword for now, because we're gonna use it later, and we'll probably take the cyberkinetic key off. There we go. There we go. Usually you would have to use a tool to get the cyberkinetic key off, but hey, I managed to get it off anyway. So there we go. So now let us bring in some size comparisons. So here is Vectorprime compared with the other Cybertron Autobots that we've gotten so far from the Legacy line, and yeah, they look really good together. I'm so glad that Cybertron is getting some love in this Legacy line, and for the most part, it's pretty accurate. Yeah, very cool. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it very much. I don't have the Siege Galaxy Prime because I'm waiting for Hasbro to do a Commander class Cybertron Prime, a new Cybertron Prime that has the ability to combine with an updated Leo Breaker and an updated Wing Saber. So yeah, please get right onto that, Hasbro. Do a Commander class Cybertron Prime, please, I'm begging you. But there we go. Moving along, and here we have Vectorprime compared with the original version of the mold, Jaxus, and you can see here, yeah, they definitely retooled a lot. Let me raise up the camera so you can see a bit better here. And yeah, they definitely retooled the entire front section here, so they don't share that bit. The wings are definitely different. They do share this bit right here. They share this bit. They definitely share this whole back section right here. The shins here. And they share the tail fins right here. They don't share this bit. They don't. They retooled that bit as well. They definitely do share the arms, but the shoulders they don't share. The shoulders are completely different. And yeah, they don't share a lot. I mean, they do share parts, but Hasbro retooled quite a bit to make it to make Vectorprime different from Jaxus. So it definitely feels like a totally different toy. So I appreciate that. I appreciate the heavy retooling here. So yeah, very well done in terms of the retooling here. So in my personal opinion anyway. So there we go. That's pretty much it for the ultimate comparisons right here. And the phone starts ringing. I have to get that. Sorry about that. The phone rang, so I had to pick up the phone. But there we go. Yes. As I said earlier, we're done with the alt mode comparisons, and we're pretty much done with the jet mode itself. I think it looks pretty good. Definitely could have used a bit more paint back here, but it is what it is. All in all, I think it looks pretty dang good in my opinion. So let us transform Mr. Vectorprime into his robot mode. Now the transformation is pretty easy, just like Jaxus here. So first things first, I want to untab the wings right here. Just untab them, just like so. What's funny is he still retains the same clip points as Jaxus. So I don't know why they're still there, because he doesn't have the wings here. So it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, you have to untab the arms right here. Untab them like so. Bring them up a little bit, like so. And you want to split the legs, just like so, and just untab this, untab all that. There we go. You're going to untab the foot from this tab right here, and just bring this down on the double hinge, and then flip up the foot, like so, and then close that up, just like that, and then bring this section around, rotate it around, and that will swoop into place, and there we have a leg all done and ready. So do the same thing on the other side. You want to untap the foot from this tab right here, and just bring this down like so, flip up the foot, and then bring down this panel like so, and then rotate this up, and that will swoop into place, and there we have his legs pretty much all done. So now we're going to bring up this panel just like so, and that will peg in to this port right here. That will just peg it right there. Actually, before we peg it in, we have to untab all of this. Just bring this out, and you can flip out his head like so, And now you have the room to peg into the port right here, like so. Now, you can split, bring the arms out, just like so, and then you have to rotate the waist 180, like so. I need to zoom out a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. You have to rotate the chest piece 180, and then bring all this down, and there we have that done. So now we can take the take this backpack section here, just bring this up, just like so, and then this tab will conceivably, it should tab into that slot right in there. It doesn't really tab in super securely, but that's where it goes. That's where it's supposed to go. So there we go. It just tabs in right there, and then bring the arms up. Now, just to be clear, my copy had some mold flash. It had some mold flash on these tabs right here, because these tabs are supposed to go into those, in between those two tabs. When I first got it, when I first opened up the figure, it couldn't tab in all the way, so I was like wondering, hey, why isn't it tabbing in all the way? Oh, there was some like mold flash just stuck on there, so it didn't really cut everything, so I had to mod it a little bit so it actually tabs in all the way. So now it can actually tab in all the way. So now we can tab in very securely. It just clicks in like so, like it's supposed to be. So there we go. And you can take the this panel, untab it, and then bring up the hand, and then close that up, and then bring up the shoulder pad like so, and again click it into place, and there we have an arm all done and ready. So I need to zoom out a little bit more, and I need to raise up the camera because he is a Voyager class figure, so he's getting tall. So there we go. So now we can take the other side and do the same thing, and just bring this up and click into place, and bring up the shoulder pad and make sure it clicks into place like so, and do the same, and just untap the panel, flip out the hand, and then close up that panel, and there we have the arms all done. So now let's deal with the backpack section right here. So what you do is, there is a little tab right here that's meant to go into that little slot right here. So you have to rotate this around like so until it goes into that slot right there, and just make sure it tabs into place right here. And then these wings we have to rotate to the back section like so, and then you can see here, I'm not sure you can see it, the wings, they have two slots right here. So one slot is for jet mode, and the other slot is for robot mode. So for robot mode, you want to use that slot, outer slot, like so. Actually no, what I like to do is just use the slot right inside. You use the inside slot. Use the inside slot. There we go. Sorry, my bad. But anyway, because the instructions weren't really clear, so. But anyway, just bring this down, tab it into place, and then you rotate it to the back like so, and keep it that way because it's already tabbed into the inner slot right here. So, and there we go. I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo, we are done. So there we have Vectorprime. Get him situated here. There we have Vectorprime, fully transformed into his robot mode. And I think he looks pretty good, in my personal opinion. Could they have done a little bit more to this figure? Yeah, they definitely could have, but it is what it is. I still think the mold works quite well for him, and yeah, with the my tongue stops working every time. But anyway, so yes, with those parts that are retooled, those retooled parts, they actually look really good in my personal opinion. And I sneezed. I'm so sorry. Bless myself. My nose is very itchy today. But anyway, so but yeah, I think he looks pretty good. I think he looks pretty dang good in my opinion. So, but yeah. Nice update to the character. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at his details right here. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. The head sculpt, I think, looks wonderful in my opinion. Looks pretty good, and nice metallic paint is used for the face. Nice paint for the eyes. So yeah, I think the head sculpt looks wonderful. Looks beautiful in my opinion. Got the shoulder pads. The shoulder pads definitely could have been a bit bigger because they were bigger in the show. So, but having small shoulder pads, I don't know. Nice chest detailing. I love the chest detailing right here. Very cool. The crotch, you know, they definitely remolded some part of the crotch. It does share the same forearm, same hands, and the same legs as Jaxus. But all in all, though, he's a pretty solid retool of Jaxus here, in my personal opinion. I think it looks pretty good. I think he looks decent. But anyway, let's just compare this figure to the animation model right here. And as you can see, they definitely tried. They definitely tried their best to replicate some of the details from the animation model into this toy. There are some details that are missing, like the forearm guards right here. The legs are definitely inaccurate a little bit. The feet are definitely inaccurate. I mean, they tried. They tried to paint up the feet to make it look like the animation model right here. Some parts of the crotch is missing. He's definitely missing the cape that he's supposed to have, like the drooping cape from the ship mode. But since this is a retool of Jax's, they made the transformation a little bit different. But yeah, they tried their best. They definitely tried their best. He still looks like the character. He still looks recognizable as the character from the show. So I will give them that. I will give them that. So now, articulation wise, pretty much the same articulation as Jax's. The head is on a ball joint, rotate full 360. He can look up a little bit, can't really look down. The shoulders can rotate a full 360. You can move in and out. You do have a bicep swivel. You have an elbow joint, over 90 degrees up bend right there. He does have a wrist swivel, and the hands can open and close on that hinge, like so. Very cool. He has a waist rotation. The legs can move up that far. He can move. The legs can move back. Only that far. He can pretty much do the full splits. He has a thigh swivel. He has a knee joint. Over 90 degrees of bend. Pretty deep knee bend there. The feet can move down and up due to transformation, and he does have ankle tiltage right here. And the wings, you can position the wings however you want, but I'm just gonna keep the wings like so, like that. I'm just gonna keep them like that. So there we go. So yeah, and yeah, pretty good articulation for this figure because he has the same articulation as Jaxus. So there we go. So now let's bring in his accessories because we want to show off how he works with the accessories. Yes, so the Cybertron key you can use the Cybertron key in 3 ways. So one of the ways is, you can see this slot right here that is meant for the Cybertron key. So you can actually just plug in to the back right here like so if you really want to, but he didn't really use the Cybertron key that way. He in the show, his Cybertron key plugged in front of his chest. So the only way they could do it is to have 2 slots right here, so it would tab in to his chest right here like so, or you can actually plug this Cyberplanet key into the sword. So there's a port right here, post right here, and there's a port inside the Cyberplanet key. So you can just line this up, and that would just plug in like so, and then you can actually hold the sword like so. Just hold the sword, and there we go. He's ready to cut down some Decepticons, and he's ready to open some portals. Yeah, very cool. I dig it. I really dig that. Very nice. Very nice. Of course, you can you store the sword in robot mode? Yeah, I think you can. There's a port right here, so you can actually store the sword in robot mode if you really want to, but I'm just gonna leave leave Vector Prime with his sword right here, because he is an old warrior. He is a Prime, so he is meant to hold his sword right there. So there we go. So let us bring in some size comparisons. And here we have Vector Prime compared with the other Cybertron Autobots that we've gotten so far in the Legacy line. So we have Override and Hotshot. And again, they look really good together. It's a nice good looking team of Cybertron Autobots here. And yeah, very cool that we're getting updated toys of these Cybertron characters. I'm so glad that it's happening. And I still need to get the Cybertron Starscream figure though, so I'll get him soon. But still need to get the I have other figures to get first. But anyway, but yeah, very nicely done, and yeah, very cool. I think these two figures, they're definitely better in terms of the screen accuracy thing. This one pulls off the look, but it's not 100% screen accurate. So I can admit that at least. But hey, they tried with Vector Prime, okay? They tried their best. But anyway, moving on. And last but not least, here we have Vector Prime compared with Jaxus. And yeah, they definitely retooled quite a bit to make him look different than this guy. Definitely the backpack is situated a little bit different. The chest is different. The middle part of the crotch is different. The shoulders are different. The head sculpts are definitely different. The legs are pretty much the same thing. The forearms, the biceps, the hands, they're pretty much the same thing. But hey, they retooled. What they retooled, I think they did a pretty good job in terms of the retooling here. So to make him look like a totally different toy compared to Jaxus, you know, it's not just a straight recolor. They actually retooled quite a bit, you know, from in the upper body section. They retooled quite a bit to make him look different compared to Jaxus. So yeah, I appreciate that nonetheless. So, but yeah, all in all though, I think they did a pretty decent job with Vector Prime in my opinion. So there we go. That's pretty much it for the robot mode comparisons right here. Okay, so here are my final thoughts on the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class Cybertron universe Vector Prime. And I think he's a fairly decent figure in my opinion. The robot mode looks pretty good. The jet mode I think looks pretty good as well. There are some parts here and there that are a little bit inaccurate to the show. Yeah, like the leg area. But he's an old man. He's an old Prime, so I can forgive the legs here. You know, have all the wires and everything. I mean, he's supposed to have gears, but wires, I think it works. I think it works for the character. He's definitely missing those shoulder guards, but it is what it is. You know, it's okay. It's all right. He's missing the long drooping cape that he's supposed to have. He's supposed to have that long drooping cape from the spaceship mode, but it is what it is. And since the retool of Jaxus, they had to change up the transformation a little bit, and you know, it actually makes him a little bit cleaner. So yeah, I will give him that. Nice paintwork. You know, nice paintwork. Nice. Got some gold paint here and there. Got the I like the paint that they did to the thighs right here. I think that looks really good. I love his sword, and I love the inclusion of the Cyber Planet key. You can store the Cyber Planet key in robot mode in multiple ways. And, you know, if you really want to, you can use the slot right back here. You can use the connection in the chest right here. You can actually plug it to the sword. I like the option. You know, and as always, options are pretty good. So yeah, articulation, since he's a retool of Jaxus, it's a pretty good range of articulation here. Transformation is smooth. It works smoothly, very well done transformation. It's a very enjoyable transformation. So yeah, it's a fun figure to mess with. So while it is not a perfect rendition of Cybertron Vector Prime, I think I will give Hasbro props to retooling some of the bits to make it more Vector Primey. So yeah, I will give them props to that. So yeah, if I were to rank this guy from a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'm gonna give him a solid. I think I'm gonna give him a 8 out of 10. I won't give him a 10 out of 10 because it's not a perfect rendition of the character from the show. So they definitely did most of the work. They definitely did most of the work here on the top here, but the bottom, not so much. But so yeah, I'll definitely give him an 8 out of 10. He's a solid figure, fun figure, so I will definitely be happy to add him to the collection. So yeah, very glad to have a vectorprime figure in my collection. So sad. It's so unfortunate I never got the original, but it's okay. I have this figure now. So, but anyway, I think that is pretty much it for today's video review. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are completely new to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will never miss any of my future videos. And you can always check out my Legacy Reviews playlist for any videos I may have missed. So I will post the link to that playlist in the description down below. And I think that's pretty much it for me to say. So they have the Transformers Legacy United Voyager class, Cybertron Universe vectorprime, and this is JJ Prime signing off. Peace out to the other one, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah!
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.